Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is the first video of mine you are watching. For today's video, I wanted to break down some YouTuber truths that I feel are not often enough discussed with new beginner creators. Things that for me took years to learn as a YouTube creator the hard way through trial and error, through making lots of mistakes, learning things much later than I would have liked to, things that have completely changed the way that I approach YouTube and being a YouTube creator for the better, that I just really think would benefit new creators just beginning their journeys on YouTube to know a lot earlier and sooner than I did. So the first thing that I really think needs addressing is the misconception of instant success. There is a misconception given to new creators, usually by creators who already have really massive audiences, that you just have to do XYZ and your channel can blow up overnight from the first video you upload. And I definitely do think that some of my older videos really helped give newer creators that misconception and that wrong idea, which is why I try so hard now to tell new creators who are just starting out that it's not an overnight process, that it's not that simple and easy, and that there really isn't any quote-unquote recipe for success in social media or on YouTube. There are definitely some steps you can take and things you can do from the get-go when you first start your channel to sort of give your channel and your content its best shot, to definitely give yourself a much better chance at being successful. But unfortunately, there is no 1, 2, 3 step to blowing up on YouTube or being successful in social media, and anybody who tells you that there is most likely trying to sell you some kind of a blow up, get famous on YouTube overnight course or product or something of the sort. Just know that being a YouTube creator or creator on any social media platform has a lot of pros and advantages, comes with a lot of blessings and really nice things. However, all of that does not come to you overnight, and there is no recipe to instant success or having any of that. Another thing that may shock you to find out is that views and subscribers really are not the measure of success on YouTube. In fact, YouTube's own algorithm doesn't even care about those things. The first videos that new YouTubers and new creators will often seek out right away are videos about how to get subscribers, how to get views, how to blow up on YouTube, because that's what you're led to believe as a creator is most important. That if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to have a ton of views and a ton of subscribers because that's the measure of success. But I'm here to tell you that that is in fact untrue. That even YouTube's own algorithm does not care how many subscribers your channel has or how many views your videos get. This is why every single day on YouTube there are creators who have 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, who typically get 100 views, 500 views on a really good day, then all of a sudden upload a video that gets like 1 million views in a week and blows up apparently out of nowhere. And when that does happen, when a smaller creator does have a video that blows up seemingly out of nowhere, the number of subscribers that channel has and the amount of views that video got, neither one of those are a factor in that video blowing up. YouTube's algorithm favors engagement and watch time, which means that if your video gets 50 views and those 50 views are super engaged and watch a really good portion of your video, that is going to take you so much further than having a video that gets 5,000 views that the average viewer only watches for like 30 seconds. Engagement and watch time are key. So if you are a new YouTuber and you are losing sleep over trying to figure out how in the heck to get more subscribers, how to get more people to watch your videos, you are going about it all wrong. The question you need to be asking yourself is, how can I make my videos more engaging, and how can I get, regardless of how many people watch my video, how can I get those people to watch my video for as long as possible? Because that is what's going to trigger the algorithm, that's what's going to make a video blow up out of nowhere, and that is how you're going to get your content in front of more people to get more subscribers and more views, even though neither of those things is really all that important. There is so much to be gained by new beginner YouTubers outside of views and subscribers that is actually pretty easy to accomplish from the get-go of your new channel. Which brings us to a sort of related point, which is the ranking of the wrapping of your video over the content of your video. You as a creator could make the most amazing YouTuber that is deserving of millions and millions of views. But if your video does not have a stellar wrapping and packaging in the way of title, thumbnail, description, that video is going to go nowhere and reach nobody and be a flop. There used to be a really heavy emphasis on having your video titles be chock full of keywords, optimizing your videos to rank and search on YouTube, which honestly is really not all that important anymore and is not the #1 thing to focus on. Where now it's really all about your title and your thumbnails and making your videos stand out on people's home feed, in their subscription boxes, and anywhere else on YouTube. You essentially want somebody to see your video somewhere on YouTube and your title and your thumbnail to make them feel the need to click and watch your video. Whether your title promises something or draws in curiosity or just generally pulls people's eye towards it, your main goal is to convert clicks. You want the wrapping and the packaging of your video to compel people to watch it so that they cannot click away. So yes, it's very important to be creating very engaging content that has great watch time and retention and view duration. However, that is the second step of the process. And the first, more important step is converting impressions into clicks and views. So every time you are about to upload a video, you want to dedicate time to planning the title and thumbnail of your video. You want to really brainstorm the wrapping of your video and ask yourself, how can I make people feel the need to watch this video? If your video's title is something like a day in my life in college or something super simple and non-descriptive, there's absolutely nothing about that title and that thumbnail that is going to make somebody feel compelled to watch your video. But if your video has something super interesting that makes somebody really curious, makes them really want to watch your video, that's how you're going to convert impressions into clicks. And that is why I firmly believe that the importance of the wrapping and packaging of your videos is not talked about enough. Now here is a more controversial one that I'm sure you've heard of before. Picking a niche really won't do anything for you. If anything, it's only going to hurt you as a creator. It was once believed by a lot of creators and still is to this day that if you want to be successful on YouTube or TikTok or whatever other platform, having a very specific niche is going to help you to target an audience, help you come up with content ideas, and serve a very specific purpose with your content and reach people faster. I am here to tell you, as a creator who has been around YouTube for years now, as somebody who niched down very far and blew up off that niche, picking a niche is throwing yourself in creator jail. It will absolutely help you to narrow down and target a very specific audience, but it's also going to keep you closed off from any other audiences you could possibly be reaching with your content. It is absolutely going to help you to come up with some very targeted and specific content that is going to serve your audience. But you are very quickly going to run out of new, creative, and unique video ideas because you've niched down so far into this little limited box. In my personal opinion, TikTok is the best thing that ever happened to YouTube. Because over on TikTok, there are no niches, there is no branding, everybody is their own branding, and people gain followers and grow an audience based off relatability and connection. After TikTok first blew up and became the go-to platform for creators, that sort of strategy began to seep into YouTube, and people began to have that same strategy here on YouTube. Niche-focused YouTubers began to grow a lot slower, began to get a lot less views on their videos, and the creators who were a lot less niche focused were the ones who thrived and blew up. They were very simply just themselves, and rather than being focused on growing a niche focused channel, they were a lot more focused on growing a community of like-minded people who have the same passions, the same interests, the same type of lifestyle, and rather than making videos or content about one very specific niche down topic, they instead created videos about their passions, their interests, their lifestyles, and grew an audience of like-minded people who had those same things in common. You can absolutely create work from home vlogs or videos about being a first-time mother or content about how to grow an online business or social media, but even if those are your passions and your interests and the things you want to talk about on your channel and share with your audience, that singular topic does not have to be your entire branding and the only thing you share with your audience. Focus on making yourself and who you are and what you love your branding, and your branding will become a magnet for like-minded people and grow a large community of people who have those same interests. That is the new secret sauce to blowing up in social media. Now, something about the YouTube algorithm that I actually did not learn for the longest time into my journey is that returning subscribers and viewers are incredibly powerful. Like I said earlier, the algorithm really isn't all that concerned with subscriber counts or view counts anymore. It's kind of sort of taken a step back to the back of the closet. However, something that I have noticed over the years through my own analytics and my own content is that YouTube really loves it when the same people keep coming back to every single video you upload. So if you have the same people who are subscribed to you, have your post notifications turned on, who are consistently watching every single video you upload, who keep coming back every time you put out new content, that is absolutely massive. And you can actually see this in the analytics of any one of your videos, where it will show you what percentage of that entire video's viewership were actually returning viewers and subscribers, meaning people who have watched your videos before and who are back to watch this video again. It's definitely not a guaranteed thing and definitely something that requires a little bit of strategy to figure out how can I get people to keep coming back, how do I get people to want to see more of my content and see more of me. But once you do have that figured out, that is something incredibly powerful. And I'm going to leave you guys on one of the biggest things that has had the biggest impact on me as a creator to learn, and that is that AdSense is no creator's biggest moneymaker and should definitely be treated as a side hustle and side income. Now, over the years as a creator, I've had months where I've gained thousands of views, where I've gained hundreds of thousands of views, where I've gained millions of views. And I've definitely learned from living through both extremes that YouTube AdSense is very unreliable. The pay rates are absolutely atrocious, and it also has way too many uncontrollable factors to be dependent on as a full-time revenue source. So if you're looking to make solid revenue and income as a YouTuber, definitely AdSense is not the best place to look. Even when I've had some months where things absolutely blew up for me and I made $4,000, even $5,000 in a single month through AdSense, I've had other streams outside of AdSense at the very same time that made me even double that amount of money, which is really important because I know through my own experience that I can make $5,000 in 1 month on AdSense, then the next month everything absolutely shoots down and suddenly I make $500. Don't get me wrong, I am super grateful for every single penny of extra money that AdSense makes me. I definitely have a little smile on my face every month when that money hits my bank account, but that is still only a very small fraction of all the money that I'm making outside of AdSense as a full-time creator that is a lot more dependable. And I definitely think if I had to start my entire YouTube journey all over again, I definitely would still chase after those AdSense requirements to get monetized on YouTube and still make that extra little bit of money. But if I had to go back and start all over again, I would definitely look for other ways of monetizing my content a lot sooner than I did. There are some newer creators who I watch who've only been around like a few months, maybe a year or two, who definitely have a very considerable audience size but are not getting enough views to be making a full-time living off of AdSense, but who are also making $3,000 to $5,000 every single month because they're using other means of monetizing their audience on YouTube. And that is the real key to success when it comes to making solid income as a creator. But that, you guys, is it for this video. That is everything I had to share all about the things I don't feel like newer YouTubers are told enough or told about at all. Hopefully this video was interesting or helpful in some way, shape, or form. As always, thank you all for watching. I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!